We'd like to introduce to you today Matt Rhoades, our Vice President of Application Development here at Relational Solutions. Matt is our resident expert in data warehousing, design, and architecture. With 20 years of experience in the industry, he's been with us here at Relational Solutions for the past 8 years. Matt, how long have you been working specifically with point-of-sale data?
I've been working with point-of-sale data for about 17 years with all the major retailers and some of the largest CPG companies in the world.
What are some of the key issues that you're currently seeing with POS data?
Well, POS data in general is just very difficult to manage because you get the data from all the different retailers in different formats. For instance, you can get it via EDI, or you can get it in text files, or Excel, or they can send it to you in a zip file, and your system has to be able to pull that data from all those different sources and be able to handle the different types of data that you get. Also, you could get different transport mechanisms. You could get the data via AS2 EDI, or you could have to FTP it. You might have to go out to the retailer's website to manually download that data. So, a lot of different ways to get the data. It can be very difficult to manage. And then finally, one of the big issues is not all retailers give you the data at the same level of detail. You could have the data at the weekly level versus the daily level. So now you have different levels of detail that you have to deal with as well.
And how is Relational Solutions handling those issues?
Well, we offer a very specialized set of software tools and services that basically is able to go out to all those different data sources and grab that data and flow that data through the system, cleanse it, harmonize it with your internal master data, and then finally load it into a data warehouse where you can do some analytics.
And what are some of the bigger challenges that you see with POS data?
One of the big things that we run into is around UPCs. So a retailer can send a UPC in a lot of different formats. You could get it in a 10 or 11, 12-digit UPC. You could have the check digit or not have the check digit. Or it could have the prefix or not have the prefix. So you need some pretty specialized cleansing routines to be able to clean that data up.
How does Relational Solutions deal with cleansing the UPCs?
In our specialized tools that we have custom algorithms that can go out and basically cleanse those UPCs. It can calculate check digits, it can do best matching, it can figure out what the prefix should be, that kind of stuff. So the whole point around matching up those UPCs is to get to your internal master data so that we can enrich the data and add things like brand and category and average pricing and sales and costs and things like that so that we can make your analytics way more powerful.
What happens when a retailer sends new data?
When a retailer sends new data, the system is very flexible in that you can set up the job so that the data just flows right through the system in a very automated way. But sometimes what you run into is a retailer might add a new field to the end of a file, for instance, or in the middle of a file, in some cases. So Blue Sky Integration Studio has exception handling built in. It has auditing capabilities as well as email capabilities, so that if something does happen to the process, it can notify someone to get that fixed.
Matt, you mentioned some really great tools. How easy is it for companies to implement these solutions in their organizations?
Well, it's actually very easy to implement. You can either implement it behind your firewall, and either we can build those processes for you, or you can use our tools to build those processes yourself. But we also do a lot of hosting. So a lot of retailers or CPG companies send us their raw POS data. We do all that cleansing and matching and harmonization, and then we send them back one clean merged file with all the retailer point of sale data.
Well, you certainly sound like an expert, Matt. Thanks for your time. If you would like more information on our Blue Sky Integration Studio to integrate, clean, and manage your POS data, please contact myself, Karen Kurzweil, at KarenK@relationalsolutions.com, or Janet Dorncott in our sales department at janetd@relationalsolutions.com. We also invite you to join our Relational Solutions Forum, view us on YouTube, connect with us on LinkedIn, or to join our webinars, which are scheduled on our Relational Solutions webpage at relationalsolutions.com.